Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are viewing from in the world. Welcome to The Silent Forgotten. I am your host, Chris, and today I will be sharing with you the life story and visiting the final resting place of the Canadian politician and entrepreneur John Lang, 1839 to 1921. John Lang was a Canadian politician and entrepreneur, primarily in farming pursuits. He represented the district of Peterborough East as a municipal politician or MP in the Canadian House of Commons in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, as a member of the Independent Liberal Party for 2 terms serving from February the 22nd, 1887 to March the 4th, 1891, and again from June 23rd, 1896 to November the 4th, 1904. He was born one of 6 children to James Lang, 1806 to 1897, and his wife Agnes Jane Stewart Lang, 1820 to 1884. His parents were both Scottish immigrants to Canada and were of the Presbyterian faith. He worked primarily in farming and was married to Elizabeth Eliza Shearer Lang, 1834 to 1920, in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, on October the 9th, 1866. Together, the couple had 11 children, including Sarah Lang, 1868 to 1883, Agnes Lang, 1869 to 1926, James Lang, 1870 to 1871, Annie Lang, 1872 to 1899, Elizabeth Lang, 1874 to 1938, Jane Lang, 1875 to 1876, Mary Lang, 1877 to 1957, John Lang, 1879 to 1939, Jane Lang, 1881 to 1966, Margaret Lang, 1883 to 1884, and James R. Lang, 1885 to 1971. He took up politics as a second career during this time and went on to be elected and served on the Council for Otonabee Township from 1872 to 1888, and another 12 years serving on the Council for Peterborough County. He also served as Warden for Peterborough County and as a Reeve for Otonabee Township. A member of the Independent Liberal Party, he then ran for a seat in the Canadian House of Commons in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and was first elected during the federal election in 1887, defeating the incumbent John Burnham. He then served the district of Peterborough East from February the 22nd, 1887 to March 4th, 1891. He did not run in the federal election in 1891, but decided to run for another seat and again defeated the incumbent John Burnham in 1896. He was re-elected in 1900, defeating the incumbent John Albert Sexsmith. He served a second term in the Canadian House of Commons in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, in its entirety from June 23rd, 1896 to November the 2nd, 1904. Following his second and last term, he retired from politics after serving a total of 4,525 days, 12 years, 4 months, and 21 days in office. After leaving the Canadian House of Commons, he returned to his home in the village of Keene, Ontario, Canada, where he farmed until his retirement from that in 1911. He passed away at his farm in his native Keene, Ontario, Canada, from heart-related issues, including a myocarditis embolism, which is an inflammation of the heart muscle, on November the 21st, 1921, at the age of 82. He had become suddenly ill after attending a political meeting near his home. Following his death, he was buried in the family plot at the Fife Cemetery in Keene, Ontario, Canada. His wife Elizabeth had predeceased him just a year earlier on September the 11th, 1920, at the age of 86, and she was also buried in the family plot at the Fife Cemetery in Keene, Ontario, Canada. He was survived by his 2 sons and 4 daughters. Hello everybody, today I'm at the Fife Cemetery here in Keene, Ontario, Canada. I'm going to take you on a quick tour, and I'm going to take you and show you the grave of the Canadian politician John Lang, who lived from 1839 to 1921. Okay, let's get started, shall we? There's a nice plaque there. To the glory of God and in grateful memory of the pioneers of this district, 1820 to 1848. An honest man, the noblest work of God. All right, let's get started. Now, I'm only going to show you a little bit of the cemetery today, as I will do a cemetery tour later. Just close the gate here. So, as I said, here I am at the Fife Cemetery. This is Keene, Ontario, Canada, which is near Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. And as I had mentioned, we will be visiting the final resting place of John Lang. Now, he was a Canadian politician, as I said, and he served in the Canadian House of Commons in Ottawa, representing the district of Peterborough West from 1887 to 1891, and again from 1896 to 1904. Now, before we visit John Lang, I will take you around the cemetery for a quick look. And I said I will come back at a later date and show you some more. Now, the cemetery was founded in 1845 as a family-owned cemetery, where a farmer named Fife buried his 2 children that passed away at a young age. Now, I'll just take you along here. It's a pretty blustery day here today. It's cold. It's that, you know, that fall winter we have, or fall weather we have, sorry. So I think actually I'm just gonna take you over here and just show you the road here. We're in the country again. You can see the lovely fall colors. Okay. Won't show you the other side. There's a vehicle parked there I don't want to show on camera. Here we go. I'll just take you over here. William Tinker, 1888 to 1953, and Sharon Diane Smith, 1944 to 1948. As you can hear that wind. It's kind of a creepy wind. Walking in the leaves over here. Now, as I said, this is Fife Cemetery, so there's a lot of Fife buried here, and it's a pioneer cemetery as well. But they still have lots of burials going on here. You have Elmhurst. They were a family, farmers, and there's an Elmhurst resort which is named after the family. Now, here are some really old ones here. Frederick and Bertha. We have English. We have the Simpsons. They're not Homer and Marge, of course. Just back up here and I'll move to the front, show you some more. Actually, here's a couple of older ones over here that I missed. Eason. Eason is a family of farmers also, and there's an Eason line, which is a country road just up the road here, the main highway, and it's named for them. Take you to the front here. Now I will show you this plaque. Erected by descendants in memory of John Nielsen, 1773 to 1837, and Janet Weir, 1774 to 1829, of Lanark Parish, Scotland, immigrating in 1818 and settling in Ottawa, which is a township, in 1820 with sons James, 1797 to 1870, Andrew, 1799 to 1840, William, 1801 to 1878, John, 1803 to 1835, Archibald, 1805 1884, David, 1807 to 1882, Robert, 1809 to 1883, and Hugh, 1811 to 1891. Now, the parents, I said, died in 1829 and 1837. That's, of course, a few years before the cemetery was even incorporated here. So, I'll show you some more view of the cemetery from the front. We'll walk to the back. I'll show you some of those stones, and then we'll come back up to the middle where John Lang is buried. As I said, it's a very nice old pioneer cemetery out here. There's a nice blue house over there, but I won't put the camera too much on there because, of course, somebody lives there and we don't want to get into trouble. Here's an interesting one. It's wood, I think. No, it's rock to make it look like wood, I guess. That is interesting. That's the Mackenzie family stone. We got Westrop, Palin, Jackson. Well, here is a war veteran. Also a Fife, William Fife, died June 12th, 1984, age 66. Thank you for your service, Mr. Fife. May you rest in peace with the rest of your family. Now this is a more newer section. So, sorry if the camera's a little wobbly. I'm trying to do my best. The grass is little ruts in it over here, and it's downhill. I don't want to fall. Yeah, this is more of an older section, but I won't show you too much of it, too much close-ups, but just give you a look around here as we walk up the hill. Nice beautiful bench over there, also Fife. A lot of Fifes, all different generations. Elmhurst, Weirs, Leicester, Belchos, Borland. We have another Lang here. Now we have a Lang Pioneer Village just up the road, but I'm not sure if it's connected to John Lang. It's one of those historic 1800 go back in time village things. I can do a tour of that one day and show you. There's some bells. I don't know if you can hear them. There's some bells ringing on one of the graves. It gives a creepy sound there. Kinda. But this is down a back country road, so out in the middle of nowhere here. There's a house. I'll show you the back here. Ellis, Fife, Fowler, Bell, Campbell, Foe, or Fought, Eason, Plunkett. Here's a neat little one I'll show you. John Leslie Plunkett, 1937. Oops, sorry. John Leslie Plunkett, 1937 to 2017. Some more Easons. There is a front view of the cemetery. As I look from the back, so I won't show you too much over there because there's a vehicle parked there. I don't really want to catch the vehicle on the camera. Go down here a bit. Nice bench back here for people to sit on when they come to visit. It says, sit, give thanks, and reflect on those who pioneered for you. So I'm going to sit down real quick. Do a scan. No, okay. Get back to it. Nice comfy bench. Big creepy old field back there. Farming land. All right. I think that does it for the cemetery. We don't want to tinker too much around. William Tinker, Agnes, Fife, Sharon, Diane Smith Tinker. May you rest in peace. Alright, now I'm going to walk back this way and we will go back to the front and then we will walk back, give you one last view, and I will show you the family monument to John Lang, the Canadian politician who served in the House of Commons 2 terms, 1887 to 1891, and again from 1896 to 1904. He also served as a reeve and a warden in the area. Alright, so here we go. course, I showed you those ones, I believe. Fife and Fife. Sounds like a comedy team. Fife and Fife. And another old one over right there. And I'll show you this last one right here. Very interesting stones. May all rest in peace. Lang again. And here we have the final resting place of John Lang and his family. So we'll start on this side. Alex Lang, uncle of J.B.E. Lang, died December 21st, 1876, aged 80 years. Sarah, eldest daughter of J. and E. Lang, died December 17th, 1883, aged 16 years and 4 months. Sorry, J. and E. Lang, not J.B.E. Lang. Okay. And then over here, we have John Lang, who we came to visit, born 1839, died 1921, and his wife Elizabeth Shearer Lang, 1845 to 1920, and John A. Lang, RCN, I'm not sure what that stands for, Royal Canadian Navy, 1936 to 1955, so he's only 19. And as I look down here, there's John A. Lang down there, so I believe he's most likely buried in that plot, and his name's just inscribed in the stone here. I'll show you the back over here. We have another John Lang, 1879 to 1939. His wife Margaret W. Cardwell, 1878 to 1934. And Stuart Bradley Lang, 1906 to 1963. And lastly, we have beautiful obelisk stone. James Lang died July 18th, 1971. He was only 11 months. Jane died March 28th, 1876, aged 4 months. Margaret died January the 4th, 1884, I think, aged 6 days. And children of J. and E. Lang. And then we have Stuart's wife, Edna Louise Donaldson, 1809 to 1890. May you all rest in peace. Thank you for all you did. Sorry, Edna Louise Donaldson, 1909 to 1990. May you all rest in peace. Beautiful stone. Well, guys, this concludes another tour of a famous grave near me. If you like this sort of content, please like, subscribe, and give the video a thumbs up. As I said, I will come back another time and I will do another tour of this cemetery by itself, although I pretty well did a full tour. I will see you on the next one. As I walk out, I will give you another little side tour of the road in here. Alright, as I said, that concludes this tour. Thank you guys. Take care and have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.